My fiancé said, "I need one last trip with my ex before marrying you for emotional closure." I smiled, booked it under his name, and canceled our venue. Quietly moved savings, split bills, Rehomed the ring receipt. At her bridal shower, the caterer read my note, and my new +1 took her seat. I, 33 male, had been with Maya, 31, for 4 years. We lived in Austin near Zilker, 2 bedrooms over a taco spot. I worked as a data engineer at a fintech startup downtown. Maya managed brand partnerships for a boutique PR firm on South Congress. I cleared about $135K plus stock and $401K match. She made around $72K with bonuses tied to client growth. We ate at the same places most weeks. Terry Black's on Fridays, Uchai on milestones, Veracruz in the mornings. Our friends were mostly her media circle and my engineering team. In March, my company won a federal contract. My boss called me into a glass room at 9 a.m. He offered me a lead role in Denver, starting in June. The package was clean and specific. Base $168K, $25K sign-on, $20K relocation, full remote in 6 months. Paid housing for 60 days and an internal team to staff. I drove home with Kalashes to share. I laid out the numbers on our kitchen island. Maya didn't look at the paper, just scrolled her phone. "Denver isn't a real market," she said. "You'll vanish in the mountains with the bros," she said. "You need to think of me first," she added, eyes flat. I said it was a step up with leadership scope. I said we could come back after the project stabilized. She laughed and shook her head at the salary printout. "You're not a leader," she said quietly. "You're a spreadsheet in jeans," she added. The words landed like small nails in a clean board. I filed the sound away and washed my coffee mug. The sun threw stripes across the sink. I watched the water slide and decided to keep breathing. Update 1: I accepted the role a week later silently. I told my boss I needed 2 months to prepare. He said, "Take your time, Evan. Get your affairs settled." I tried to talk to Maya that night. She waved me off and snapped at my outline. "Stop pushing Denver," she said, stirring her tea. Her friends echoed her lines over mezcal. "Remote is fine. Denver is try hard," one said. "Don't ruin the wedding vibes," another added, fake sweet. I nodded and paid the tab as usual. Then I opened my laptop at 1 a.m. I built a checklist with simple boxes and dates. New bank account at a credit union, individual only. Direct deposit move set for May 1. Freeze on joint card after the statement cut. I ran numbers on rent and storage. I booked a 10x15 unit off Ben White. I started saving listings in Denver's Highlands and Rhino. I messaged a realtor named Kendra in Denver. We planned a June 3 tour, 8 properties in 1 day. I researched HOA fees, property taxes, and transit lines. At home, I kept the walls calm. I cooked dinner and cleaned pans. I listened more than I spoke. Update 2 weeks later, I laid it out simply. "I accepted the Denver role," I said. "It starts in June," I said, hands still. Maya blinked twice and smiled without warmth. "You need approval for life choices," she said. "That's how partnership works," she added, tapping her nail. I gave months of context, I said. "You mocked it," I said, steady. "I will move in June and manage logistics." She stood and folded her arms. "If you go, the wedding pauses," she said. "If you go, don't expect me there," she said. "That's your choice," I said softly. "I'm choosing a career that supports a future," I said. "A future includes us if we act like adults." She laughed again and shook her head. "You think money makes you safe," she said. "Money makes you boring, Evan," she added. I said, "Respect makes people safe." "Respect hasn't been in the room," I said. She set her phone down and leaned forward. "If you move, we're done," she said. "If you stay, I'll forgive this phase," she said. Her voice carried that bright PR polish. "I'm moving," I said, and the air settled. The fridge hummed and the sink dripped. She turned away and I let it be quiet. Update 3: The fallout started on a Thursday morning. Maya cycled through moods like a playlist. She slammed a door, then sent heart emojis. She slept at a friend's for 2 nights. Then she texted that she missed me. Then she asked for space to think. I stayed even and practical. I boxed my winter clothes first. I scanned important papers to a hard drive. She offered bargains over coffee one afternoon. Delay 6 months, she said quickly. Work remote here and visit sometimes, she said. The role is tied to Denver delivery, I said. I won't lie to my employer, I said. I won't save face and lose ground. Her eyes flashed and darkened. You always choose numbers, she said. You never choose me, she added quietly. I cleaned the French press and said nothing. That night she didn't come home. I slept and woke when my alarm sang. On moving day, she was at brunch. I met the movers at 9 sharp. They wrapped the couch and loaded methodically. I kept the Austin bedroom minimalist when they left. A mattress, a lamp, a suitcase near the door. I returned the keys for the storage unit. My first week in Denver felt clean. The corporate housing was a glass box downtown. It faced the mountains and caught long light. The team met me at 9 on Monday. We had a whiteboard the size of a wall. I wrote deadlines and assigned tasks evenly. At lunch, I walked Larimer and bought chili. I called my mom and said I was fine. I slept early and woke before my phone. Update for 3 weeks in, I felt my body return. I joined a gym on 19th for $49 a month. I lifted and counted slow breaths between sets. Neighbors waved in the elevator and meant it. A music festival lined the streets that Saturday. I bought a wristband and listened from the sidewalk. Work moved like a clean train on time. We delivered an ingestion pipeline in 11 days. My boss sent a note to the CIO. My relocation stipend landed exactly on schedule. I mapped my budget on a new spreadsheet. Green cells outnumbered yellow ones for the first time. Maya's cousin Jess messaged me on Instagram. Why did you abandon her? She asked. She's telling people you cheated, she added. I typed back 3 short lines. I moved for work. I didn't cheat. Please talk to her. Jess sent a photo from brunch. Maya's caption read, "Grieving a boy who ran." I turned off my phone for a while. Maya's mother called me on a Sunday. She says you left to chase clout, she said. Is that true? She asked gently. It's not, I said calmly. I took a promotion after months of planning, I said. I offered her a path. She refused. There was a quiet sigh on her line. I believe you, she said, voice small. She is stubborn like her father, she added. I thanked her and wished her health. I didn't ask for updates about Maya. I poured coffee and wrote my Monday plan. Update 5 at 60 days, I posted on LinkedIn. Grateful to join as lead data engineer, I wrote. Building a platform with a great team, I added. The post had a photo at the office. I stood by a wall of neon charts. The caption included the salary range we disclosed. The company page echoed the title and comp. Comments stacked in clean lines under the photo. Peers said congrats and asked for referrals. 2 hours later, Maya texted a screenshot. I didn't know it was that title, she wrote. So it's real leadership, she added after. I didn't answer. By 5 p.m., her friends started writing too. Sorry we doubted you, one said. A copywriter from her office DM'd me. She told people you were junior, she said. She told people you exaggerated, she added. An old neighbor texted a photo from Austin. A group chat showed Meyer at a patio table. She had written, he begged, I refused Denver. I stared at the screen and rubbed my eyes. I didn't send the receipts to anyone. I saved the screenshots to a folder labeled Context. My dad called that night after dinner. We saw your post, he said, proud. Your aunt says move slow on a house, he said. I'll run the math carefully, I said. I have a realtor named Kendra, I said. Tour is this Saturday at 10, I added. On Saturday, I met Kendra at a duplex, 3-bed, 2-bath per side, built in 2012. Listed at $625,000 with 2.9 tax rate. We walked through units and tested squeaks. The backyard caught perfect western light. A couple on bikes waved from the alley. I offered $612,500 with inspection contingency. We added a seller credit of $7,500. I locked a 30-year at 6.5. The offer was accepted at noon Sunday. I wired earnest money on Monday right away. The inspector found minor grading and a slow faucet. Maya's mother sent a final message that week. "Proud of you," she wrote briefly. "She needs to learn," she added sadly. Update 6 in July, I announced the house on LinkedIn. "Closed on a duplex in Sunnyside," I wrote. "Owner occupying one side," I added with a photo. The post found its way to Austin fast. Maya replied with a single gray heart emoji, then she flooded my inbox at 1 a.m. "I panicked about Denver," she wrote first. "I was scared to leave my network," she wrote. "I told stories to protect myself," she admitted. My email pinged 4 more times. "Can we talk?" she asked next. "I miss you. I'm ready to move," she said. I read the messages on my porch. A train horn carried across the bright night. Wind tossed the trees behind the alley. I typed one answer after a long pause. "I wish you well," I wrote softly. "I won't be revisiting this," I added. By noon, 2 of her coworkers apologized. "We judged you," one said in a DM. "She shaped the room," the other said. My mom sent a card in the mail. She wrote in block letters, neat and blue, "Proud of your choices, proud of your spine." I framed the card in a simple black frame. It sat on the shelf near my router. It steadied me when my laptop fans whirred. Update 7, Maya showed up in Denver in mid-August. She texted from the airport at 1012. "I'm here," she wrote. "I need to talk," I said. "Public place, 2 p.m., Denver Central Market." She arrived in a cream sweater and big sunglasses. She held a small suitcase and walked carefully. "You look thinner," she said quickly. "You look taller," she added with a smile. I didn't laugh and pointed to a table. "I made mistakes," she started, eyes glassy. "I was cruel when you shared the offer," she said. "I was scared you'd outgrow me," she said. "You posted that I begged," I said. "You said I was junior and clingy," I said. "You told people I cheated," I added. "I was protecting my pride," she said. "I was wrong. I see it now," she said. She reached for my hand. "I moved it. I have a duplex," I said calmly. "I have a team that trusts me," I said. "I have a quiet spine and a plan." "I can move here," she said quickly. "I can start over and find work," she said. "I can be the woman you need," she said. "You can be honest or not," I said. "You can change or you can rebrand," I said. "Only your circumstances changed," I added. She flinched and swallowed hard. "You won't even try," she said. "You don't remember us," she added. "I remember everything," I said, steady. "I remember spreadsheet in jeans," I said. "I remember you're not a leader," I said. "You are a leader," she whispered. "You won, I lost. Please forgive me," she said. Her voice slipped and broke at the end. "I forgive you," I said clearly. "I don't trust you," I said clearly. "You can't move in," I said clearly. She stared a long time and nodded. "Then I'm going to fight," she said. "For what?" I asked, soft and tired. "For my reputation," she said simply. She stood and left the market. Her suitcase wheels clicked on the stones. Update 8, a week later, a lawyer letter arrived. Her attorney claimed rights to our deposits. He claimed joint ownership of gifts and credits. My lawyer, a friend named Leela, replied. She stapled receipts and timeline calmly. She noted Texas community property and our specific dates. We had no marriage, no joint assets, nothing. My ring was insured solely under my policy. The Caterer contract was in my name alone. Leela wrote a precise letter in clean paragraphs. She offered a mutual walk away with no claims. She attached a draft of a non-disparagement clause. Maya posted on Instagram the same afternoon. "A groom abandoned me after I planned everything," she wrote. "Beware men who chase money," she added. 2 of her friends liked it loudly. 4 mutual friends messaged me privately. "Delete if you need," one said quietly. I didn't post a rebuttal or a slide. I went for a run by the South Platte. I watched the water and let my breath even. By evening, the post turned on her. Someone wrote, "He moved after months of warning." Another wrote, "He offered you a path." Jess left a single comment under it. "Cousin, stop, you lied about cheating." The thread went silent in a minute. Maya DM'd me one last time that week. "Sign the NDA and I'll delete posts," she wrote. Leela sent the document with neutral language. Maya signed on a Tuesday at 314. She deleted the captions by 401. Her feed turned to sunsets and salads again. Update 8 1 year later, my life felt steady. The duplex appreciated to $680,000 by comps. I refinanced to 5.9 after rate drops. My salary bumped to $185K after performance review. My RSUs vested at 40, and I sold half. I put $60K toward the mortgage principal prepayment. I met someone in January at a coding meetup. Her name was Claire, 30, a UX researcher. She ran the trails and cooked on Sundays. We built a simple rhythm without performance. She asked real questions and waited for answers. My back unclenched before I noticed it happening. Maya sent a short message in March. "I'm sorry," she wrote in one line. "I was cruel and wrong and scared," she added. I replied after thinking the whole day. "I accept your apology," I wrote. "I wish you a good life," I added. She hearted the message and didn't write again. My hand stopped shaking when her name appeared. I slept easily and woke before my alarm. Final update in May, Maya's parents visited Denver for a wedding. Her mother asked to meet for coffee quietly. Her father came too, slower now and thoughtful. We sat by a big window at 10. Her mother took off her gloves and breathed in. Her father looked at the mountains and then at me. "We taught her the wrong metrics," he said. "We praised flash and punished steady," he added. "We told her status was safer than character." Her mother nodded and gripped her cup. "I believed her because she was loud," she said. "You were quiet and thus easy to doubt." "I'm okay," I said, honest and simple. "I built a home and a calm spine," I said. "I learned how to pick my voice." Her father cleared his throat and looked down. "I'm sorry for the lies and smears," he said. "I'm sorry we sided with shadows," he said. I said, "Thank you for saying it." I said, "I hope she finds balance." They nodded and held hands for a moment. We stood and hugged with clear boundaries. No promises, no plans, just clean respect. I walked home along the river in cool air. Here is what I learned, and I mean it. A partner who mocks your growth will tax your soul. A partner who honors it will build with you. The money mattered because it freed my choices. The choices mattered because they showed my values. The values mattered because they wrote my days. If someone says you're a spreadsheet in jeans, listen. They told you they demand flash over quiet integrity. Protect your spine, then protect your time, then protect your peace. I cook pancakes for Claire on Sundays now. We walk to the farmer's market by 10 a.m. We talk about small things and then real things. My duplex smells like coffee at sunrise. The tenants pay on the first, tidy and polite. The mailbox holds more cards than bills most weeks. Sometimes I think about what almost happened. I picture myself shrinking to keep a table set. Then I walk outside and feel the high air. I have a job I respect and a home. I have a partner who asks and hears answers. I have a life that fits inside my chest. If you're listening to this at 2 a.m., hear me. Your future needs your courage more than your audience. Choose the road where your voice stays yours and clear.